Hello there. Can I have one of your apple crumbles, please?
Yeah, of course.
How much are they?
That'll be £1.60.
Lovely. Look at that. That's me set up for the day now, that is. I've wandered a little bit further away from Swansea now, just over an hour on the bus in fact, to Oxwich National Nature Reserve on the South Gower coast. And it's a lovely mix of habitats, the sea and the beach, the sand dunes here, woodland and wetland, and because of that, it's jam-packed full of all kinds of wildlife. Come down to the marsh. I'm going to pop into the hide now, see if anything's around. I do enjoy just sitting quietly in a hide like this and just waiting and seeing what comes along. A few moorhens, some mallards here, there's a coot, mute swan here as well. And if you're lucky, this is actually one of the best places in the whole of the Swansea area to see otters, so I'll keep looking. Keep your eye up, a rabbit scurrying away, trying to keep out of the way of the buzzards circling overhead. And their signs are here, of course, form of rabbit burrows. They can dig into the soil easily because it's sand, it's nice and soft for them. And they play a really important role keeping the vegetation down, making it ideal for rare plants and insects. Now here's something to keep your eyes open for, especially in early spring. Primrose is one of the first flowers out in spring like this. Beautiful things, and very important for the early pollinators, the early bees. And primrose comes from the Latin prima rosa, first rose, the first rose of spring. Nothing quite like a bracing walk along the beach, is there? Especially when I'm sharing it with a scattering of birds. We've got turnstone and oyster catcher over there. Marvellous, all of them feeding along the shore. And if you do come and bring your dog, please don't chase the birds away. This is Cefn Bryn. It's 5 miles long. It's often known as the backbone of Gower. It's a fantastic mix. It's common land, it's bracken, it's gorse, it's tall grasses. It's one of the few places where you can really lose yourself. Now this place is as much about the stunning scenery, the archaeology and the history as it is about the wildlife. Take this stone for example, King Arthur's stone. Now in reality it's a Neolithic burial mound, but legend has it that King Arthur was in Carmarthenshire 7 miles away. He found a stone in his shoe, he threw it all the way over here, and because it had been touched by a king, the stone grew and grew and grew. There's a story for you. This whole area is grazed by ponies, and now and again you'll come across a nice big clear patch. Well, keep an eye on those, because often you'll find birds like rooks digging around looking for food, or even picking up and carrying away nesting material. It's a series of ponds all along Cefn. It's worth having a look in them. Here now I can see that there's toad spawn out in the open water, long strings of toad spawn. And closer in here, look, we've still got a little bit of frog spawn. And I bet you if I started really looking, probably find some newts in here as well. Now if you come off the main path, keep looking down, because every now and again you might catch a flash of a common lizard. There are lots of them up here and most of them will run for cover, but every now and again you might get one that'll just sit there and sunbathe for you. I do love coming up to Cefn. It's so vast, you know, it's huge, and it's never that busy up here either. So if you do come down, enjoy yourself of course, but please respect the animals, respect the wildlife, and take your litter home with you.